What's going on, Slot Car family? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. This is MP Slot Car. I'm Massimo. And today, as you can see behind me, there's two Scaleauto F1 cars. Michael Schumacher F1 cars, to be exact. But it's not about these two. I mean, these two will feature in the video, but it's one in particular that's over there that we're gonna go see. It's a special car, and I think you'll see why. So here we are, and here's the special car. Well, actually, it's right here. It's the 1991 Jordan 191 by Scaleauto, driven by none other than Michael Schumacher, as you can see from the helmet there. We'll open this up in a second, but I just quickly want to go over this car and why it's special. So it's a Jordan 191. I mean, the shape itself, I think, is very unique and still to this day, I think one of the best looking F1 cars. It looked very cool for back then and still looks cool now. So this was Jordan's first year in Formula One, moving up from the lower formulas. And they had a pretty good rookie season. They ended up 5th in the Constructors' Championship, which isn't bad at all for a rookie team. Now, Michael Schumacher was not one of their drivers. They had a different lineup, but heading into the Belgium Grand Prix, there was some drama, off-track drama with one of their drivers, and he ended up being jailed, actually. So they had to get someone as a replacement. In comes Michael Schumacher. So the very young Schumacher, as you can see here, little young lad, steps in to a race for Jordan. Now his manager at the time, when asked, does he know the Spa-Francorchamps circuit in Belgium? They told him, yes, he's driven it before. He knows the track. That was a lie. He didn't know the track. He's only seen it by spectating. He learned the track that weekend while cycling on it. But this goes to show the talent that Michael had. He showed up to that track, never driving it before until practice. He ended up qualifying P8 in the race, for the race. He got bumped up to P7 because I believe someone got a grid penalty. So he started the race in 7th, which turned heads already. I mean, this young rookie came out of nowhere on a rookie team, qualified 7th for the Belgium Grand Prix, first time there. You would think this is setting up the stage for an amazing first Grand Prix in Formula One, and you're wrong. Unfortunately, his clutch gave out after only a few corners. I think after 2 or 3 corners, his clutch went and he didn't even complete 1 lap. But he already set a precedent in F1 and teams wanted him because they saw the talent that this young kid had. Now you're all probably saying, Massimo, you're talking more than you normally do. And you're right, but I'm very passionate about this car in general and this driver, Michael Schumacher. Next to Ayrton Senna, Schumacher is my favorite driver, and this car means a lot. And I'm very happy that Scaleauto has made this livery. I believe Scaleutrix has made this car. Obviously, Michael Nemes made an amazing 1/24th scale version of this car. But this means a lot. And I always found it ironic that Michael Schumacher, in his first ever outing in Formula One, drove a car sponsored by 7-Up, and he ended up going on to be a 7-time world champion. Is it a fluke? We'll never know. But this car does look great. The livery I've always liked, the 2 shades of green with the blue on the sides. I thought it was a very unique livery. And Scaleauto doesn't do a 100 representation of what the cars look like, but they do a pretty decent job. I'm happy with the car itself, but if you look at the actual version here, you can see the wing, the way the front wing was very unique. I mean, it was a very cool looking car, if I say so myself. But yeah, this is a very special car to me and Formula One fans, Schumacher fans. Very, very nice. So going back to the Schumacher story very quickly before we lap the car. After that one race in Belgium where he qualified 7th and didn't turn 1 lap, it was enough to get the attentions of Benetton. So he had a contract somewhat with Jordan to continue racing for the rest of the year, but with some behind the scenes shenanigans and all that, things happened, and by the next race he was driving for Benetton. So he left Jordan after one race and joined the Benetton team, where he went on to win 2 world championships. So this is the 91 car. This one just came out by Scaleauto at the time of shooting this video. This is the 1991 Benetton. That's a 91 Jordan. So he joined this team, Benetton, and went on to win 2 championships in the 94 and 95 season. This is the 95 car. As you see, it has number 1 on it. So he did win the championship with this car. And Scaleauto has the 94 version coming out very shortly, which I'm very excited for as well. But without further ado, I spoke enough. I think it's time to lap these cars. So let's get to the track and put these bad boys to the test. So it's lights out and away we go. And the first lap here, I'm taking it as a feeler, as you can tell. I'm just taking it easy because this car does have a lot of power for this track, and you got to get used to it when you're running other brands and you switch brands. So here we go on the first flying lap, and it felt pretty good, getting a little bit more confident as I go on. And as I say that, I hit the wall. First mistake by MP, but we're rebounding here. Let's see what we can manage here in these next few laps. Now I actually got in a pretty good groove and I put in some good laps consistently here. But on my last flying lap, well, this happened. This thing is a rocket and it lives up to the expectation of this amazing looking Jordan. I mean, the Scaleautos on my track in general, they're owning it so far. They're really quick out of the box. Now, I didn't set this on the track box stock. I loosened the body to give it a little bit of body float. Also loosened up the motor pod just a little bit, and I moved the rear tires out a little bit as well. Other than that, it's stock. So let's go over the lap times. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna do in the next video with these cars. And there we have it, a new lap record, 4.571. Beats out the other Scaleauto 4.761 set almost a year ago, and it's the top 3 for Scaleauto currently, with the David Coulthard Williams 4.960 and a couple other brands finishing up the top 10. So that's right, a new lap record, a 4.5, which I thought I would never get on this track. I had that Ayrton Senna McLaren from Scaleauto that I ran a while back that got the lap record at the 4.7, and I thought that wouldn't be beat because I put so many more laps on that Senna car and I could not beat the 4.7. I would get close, but I never could beat it. So this already, after a little bit more than 10 laps, because I did run it again, I got a 4.5, which is incredible. I mean, this car is a rocket. So now what I want to do, because I have ran these cars, I have the Williams, the David Coulthard from Scaleauto as well. I ran it without magnets and it was pretty quick as well. I don't have any documented times on the Smart Race app, but it was quick. So I want to do in the next video, because I think this video is long enough already. So we're not going to run the team that Michael left Jordan for, which is this car right here, the 91 Benetton. In the next video, we're going to run this car. We're going to run it exactly the same as this stock, see if it can match the team he left to join, and then we'll take the magnets out and see what we can achieve with it without magnets and see the time difference. So stay tuned for the next video where we run this 91 Benetton, the team Michael left Jordan for to join. Yeah, both amazing looking cars. Now you see why I flip the tires around for a couple times. This thing kicks out and hits the barriers. Those Goodyear branding on the tires would be gone. So that's going to wrap up this video here, and I hope you all enjoyed watching this car and learning about this car if you haven't known already, the history behind it and Michael Schumacher himself. I hope you enjoyed it. So with that being said, remember, keep your guide in the slot, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Ciao.